4th and goal to go to the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
There was CBS Sports did top 25 moments in the NFL. Moments, not games or nothing like that. Moments since 2000. Now, who? Pray tell, who could be? If you look at the thumbnail, it gives you a hint. What was the number one moment in the past 25 seasons? Wonder what it was. Well, the Giants are well represented in these top 25 moments. Out of the 20, there's unfortunately, one of them is the Miracle of the Meadowlands 2. So the Giants win that game. Of course, they should have won that game, but it is what it is. But the Giants hold, I think, there's 2 spots in the top 25 moments. Now, one of these moments, it's been since 2000. Now, one of these moments I'm going to go over here was came in the it was the playoffs after the '99 season. So this game was played in 2000, but it was the playoffs for the '99 season, right? But the Giants are well represented. I'm not going over number 24. It's silly. It's stupid, and it's a team I totally despise. But let's see. Goes real fast here. Is it? Okay. The NFL isn't just about star players, splashy moves, and the Super Bowl contenders. It's also about great stories. Isn't that why we watch football in the first place? Absolutely. To witness the rise of underdogs, the construction and inevitable toppling of powerhouses, the bumpy and thrilling journey that every team, every player, every coach, every fan undergoes from September through January and hopefully February. Sports at their best aren't just as a mindless distraction from daily life. They're in fact the opposite. They are compelling stories woven on the green grass of stadiums, brimming with the roaring support of communities who've come together from all walks of life to champion a similar cause. And every once in a while during this annual drama, the NFL comes through with a moment, a catch, a score, a rant, a title, an occurrence that stops the sports world in its tracks and eventually cements itself into history. In celebration and anticipation of the next season, the next opportunity for timeless memories to be made, here are some of the top 25 NFL moments of the first 25 years of the 2000s. They go over some honorable mention ones. Number 25, I'm not reading. It's stupid. And it's about a team I can't stand. Number 24, Tim Tebow's walk-off in the playoffs against the Steelers in 2012. Tebow mania was short-lived at the NFL level as the former Florida great started just 14 total games for the Broncos, but not even number 15's notoriously erratic arm could overshadow the playoff magic of his strike to Demaryius Thomas on the first play of overtime against the Steelers. When Thomas burned Pittsburgh for 80 yards, the game-winning score felt like destiny for Denver's polarizing punch. And, of course, he did the Tebow in the end zone, right? That was a great throw, too, right? Over the middle, great throw, great catch, and everybody was freaking out and all that. Of course, it was in Denver. Now, this one, of course, number 23, the 13-second drive. I mean, you figure when Buffalo scored with 13 seconds to go, they had the game wrapped up against the Chiefs. Nope. All it took Patrick Mahomes to need just 2 plays in 13 seconds after Josh Allen's would-be game-winning touchdown pass to hand Buffalo its latest heartbreak. Well, they tied it. They kicked the field goal, I believe it was, to send it into overtime. Then they wound up winning in overtime. I mean, Josh Allen willed his team down the field, scored that touchdown with 13 seconds to go. Unbelievable. Unfrickin' believable. Michael Vick's walk-off in 2002. Oh, yeah, my goodness, against the Vikings. This, I tell you what, boys, guy was unbelievable. His drop back to pass, and they took off on a game-winning run in overtime. Whew, unbelievable. Tom Brady unretires in 2022. Brady's directly or indirectly involved in a handful of these moments. That's what happens when you make 10 career Super Bowl appearances. So Brady unretires in 2022. That's number 21. Number 20 is the Miracle at the Meadowlands. I'm not going over that one. Number 19, Dennis Green's rant, 2006. Who they were is who we thought they were. When he was the coach of the Cardinals, and the Cardinals blew a 20-point lead to the Bears in prime time. How embarrassing! How embarrassing! Of course, that was the year the Bears went to the Super Bowl. Sherman versus Crabtree in the 2014 the playoffs. Sherman was, because Crabtree, the pass was it was thrown like 6 inches too high. It was thrown too high. It wasn't because Sherman had great coverage. He had good coverage, but if the pass was there, Crabtree could have caught a touchdown pass. But I think it was thrown too high. But then Sherman came off and started cursing and stuff like that at Crabtree and started saying bad things about him and all that. Anyway, Tracy Porter's pick 6 in 2010. Let's see, number 16, the River City Relay in 2003. There was nothing inherently special about a late December matchup between two measly the Jaguars and the Saints until the Saints used not one, not two, but 3 laterals on the final play from scrimmage. Initially, a short pass from Aaron Brooks to threaten a comeback in the game's final 7 seconds. The improbability of Jerome Pathon's score was topped only by John Carney ensuing he missed the extra point. Because they scored to make it 20-19, and then Carney misses the extra point. The Minneapolis Miracle in 2018. What a ending to that game. My goodness, with Stephon Diggs taking his helmet off and throwing it and staring at the crowd. Oh, man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Favre's the dad game, after his father passed away in 2003, threw 5 touchdowns, I think he threw. 4 or 5 touchdowns he threw. 4 scores he threw. And he just threw the ball up, and they just went up and got the ball. Favre's Lambeau return in 2009 was number 13. Number 12 was Devin Hester's kickoff return in the Super Bowl after the 2006 season. It was like how they started the game off. They kicked it off to Devin Hester. He runs it back for a touchdown. 92 yards for a score. Well, of course, that might have been like the only touchdown. I think the Bears, maybe they scored one other touchdown. I don't even know. They didn't score a lot of points. That was not a very good Super Bowl. Odell's one-hander, number 11. Of course, we all know that one, right, against the Cowboys in 2014. So the Giants get on the board at number 11. Odell Beckham's one-hander is number 11. Now, this is, I think it's CBS Sports, yeah. Yeah, CBS Sports, the top 25 moments for the first 25 years of the 2000s. Okay, we got it. So now we got number 10 is Aaron Rodgers' Hail Mary in 2016. Now, these are all, up for debate, what order they're in and all that stuff and everything. And I'm sure there's some other plays out there. I said, I'm not even reading 25. That one's kind of stupid. I'm sure I could come up with a dozen other plays that were more impactful than play number 25. So, but Rodgers' Hail Mary in 2016, that's number 10. The Philly Special in the Super Bowl, that's number 9. The Music City Miracle. I'm surprised this one's not a little bit lower. But this is the one that was after the '99 season was played in the 2000 playoffs. It helped the Titans, right, get to the Super Bowl, right, where it was wound up being. It was a boring Super Bowl early on, but they finally the last quarter got to be some excitement finally, and of course then they came up like Dyson came up like 1 yard short. I think it was Dyson, where it was like a yard short of scoring the game tying touchdown. But the Music City Miracle, this was like the Titans / Oilers way of getting back at Buffalo, right? Because when the Oilers were beating Buffalo, was it 35-3 or 38-3? I think it was. It was 38-3, and the Bills came back in the playoffs and wound up winning in overtime. So the Music City Miracle, what a finish that one was! Whew, my goodness. 16 seconds to go. Buffalo's winning 16-15. Unbelievable. Oh, okay, here we go. Number 7 is a yard short. So in the 2000, then in the 1999 Super Bowl, which was played in the year 2000, let's see, Kevin Dyson stretching, but never quite reaching the glory. He was like a yard short of tying the game. It was 23-16. So he would have tied it at 23-23, and they would have gone in overtime if they scored a touchdown. But he was a yard short. Malcolm Butler's goal line pick, 2015. Now, of course, this one is one of the when you got Marshawn Lynch there. We're going to talk. Look, Marshawn's got another one in there. When you got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield, and he's just chewing up yard after yard after yard against the Patriots defense. Why don't you give the guy the ball? I don't know why you try to get all cute and fancy and try to throw the ball. So stupid. That to me is the stupidest play in Super Bowl history. Number 5, San Antonio Holmes game-winning the catch from Ben Roethlisberger. What a throw that was from Roethlisberger. That was a great catch, but the throw was fantastic too. Number 4, James Harrison pick 6 in the same Super Bowl. So the same Super Bowl has got the San Antonio Holmes game winner and a James Harrison pick 6. The Beastquake 2011. Did the Seahawks win the Super Bowl this year? Were they even a top title contender? The truth is it doesn't really matter now because Marshawn Lynch's defining wild card touchdown rumble against the Saints was where were you kind of moment. Rarely as a player exuded so much nasty authority on a single play, Seahawks fan or not. You simply had to stop what you were doing, mouth ajar, to relive this one, the one play. Now, also this one particular season, the Seahawks, I think, won their division with a losing record, and the Saints and a lot of other teams were like, "Why?" The Saints had a good record that year. You know, whatever they were, 11-5 or 10-6, and they had to go on the road. Because they're a wild card team, had to go on the road and play a team who won the division with a losing record. Now, whatever, either maybe they were 7-8-1. So it's like, why? We got such a good record. Why are we playing a crappy team on the road? Why? Well, this is why. Right, Marshawn Lynch, what a run! He willed himself into the end zone. What a run! I'll tell you what, man. If seeing him just running through the whole team, it just doesn't pump you up. Nothing will. Unbelievable. What a run. All right. And, of course, then you got the number 2 is the Patriots. Their 28-3 comeback against the Falcons. I mean, my goodness. Unbelievable. 31 unanswered points to become Super Bowl champions. What an absolute joke. Anyway, the number 1 of all time, according to CBS Sports, and I'm not going to argue, is the helmet catch. David Tyree. Everything about this was legendary. The Giants were just in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. They were looking to halt history, which is true, trying as underdogs to spoil New England's bid for the first perfect NFL season in more than 30 years. They were trailing in the final 2 minutes, and then Eli Manning escaped the tugs of a Patriots pass rush and sent the ball to the skies in desperation, only for David Tyree to go up and come down with the pigskin pinned to his blue helmet in what some might have perceived as proof of divine intervention. Yeah. I mean, he caught on his freaking helmet. Rodney Harrison was there swatting at it and everything like that. The miracle propelled the Giants to finish the drive and hoist the trophy, ensuring forever the Patriots were remembered as 18-1. That shit still. I'm sorry. It still pumps me up, man. That still gets me to this day. Always will, man. I absolutely love it.